Hey guys, it's Wiley here. It is Thursday, March 31st, and I just wanted to drop you guys a video. And this video is specifically for people who are in relationships or marriages. Have you ever met someone who's in a relationship or marriage and the person that they were before they were with that person is totally different from the person that they are as they have entered this relationship and been in it? It's like two different people, night and day, and not necessarily a good thing. And what I mean by this is you can have a strong-willed, strong mind, a person with great self-discipline as a single person, but then when they get in a relationship, all that goes out the door. They kind of maybe let themselves go. They're not as strong mentally as they should be, and they're just someone else, and they really may not even have a backbone anymore. For those of you who are out there who know people like this, or if you're that person, when you're in a relationship, in my opinion, I don't think that you should lose who you are. You should get better, because your partner is supposed to add to you, not decrease you. He shouldn't, or she shouldn't, decrease your great personality traits or your great characteristics or the things that attracted them in the first place. They shouldn't disappear. And another thing is, because I have a list over here that I'm going to be looking at, is when you're with someone in a relationship or a marriage, you definitely want to have your life together. You bring both lives together. You don't abandon the life that you have. You need to understand that you need to maintain your own life. Whatever you were doing before you got with this person or while you were dating them, like for instance, if you went to the gym consistently, if you went out on a girls' night or had a girls' trip or a guys' night or a guys' trip where you just go out and have a good time together with your friends and family, you definitely need to still do that. You definitely don't want to readjust or reprogram your whole life based solely around what your partner has going on. You definitely don't want to be the kind of person that has to check in with your mate if you already have plans to do something, but you then change them if your mate maybe wants to watch a show that you don't even watch. Whereas you can go and do what you want to do with your friends or family, have a good time where they do their own thing. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you have to like completely stop everything that you like to do and the things that you enjoy just because they may not be interested in it, or because they don't necessarily want to do it, because it's okay to do things solely. Another thing is in relationships is some people may have been single for so long that once they get with a good mate, they have this fear. They have this fear that if they do one thing, it can cost them the whole relationship. And this one thing might be something that's so simple that can just be discussed and you can move on. Never have that fear that you could totally blow a relationship to where you're not yourself, you're not comfortable in your own skin, and that you feel like you're walking on eggshells. We are not perfect as human beings, so we're going to make mistakes. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't be you, because both parties will do things that the other person doesn't like. All you have to do is communicate through it. But with the small things, it's always just a learning curve. You got to learn each other's personalities, learn what each other likes and dislikes, and then you move through it. And one thing I do know, and I do recommend, that when you're in a relationship, it's never okay to let something play out unresolved for days at a time. No, I absolutely don't agree with that. I absolutely think you should approach the situation when it happens, not when you're crazy and out of your mind and irrational or angry or upset or sad. No, you cool off and then you come back to the situation and you discuss it that day. Don't let 24, 48, 72 hours go by and you haven't even talked about it. So now you're in limbo. You don't know what's going on because that other person doesn't want to communicate with you. No, you fix it the day it happens, and you don't go to sleep with unresolved issues. It's never okay. And also, lastly, in a relationship, I believe that both parties, they're both equal. You bring your whole self to the situation. That doesn't mean that they can hold things over your head that you may have done in the past. No, that doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that they can manipulate a situation to make you feel inferior, as if you need them and without them you won't be able to find another mate. That is never okay. So if you ever feel like that in a relationship, that's not healthy. It is healthy to discuss things with your partner and let them know how you feel and let them express how they feel, so you make sure you're on the same page. Both of you guys are great people. That's why you're together, to make each other better. But If that person makes you feel like you're not good enough to be with someone else, then that's definitely not someone you need to ever be with, because that's not okay to make a person feel like that. A relationship is about equality. You're equal. You're just only making each other better. You're not half people. You're not with someone that is higher than you. You're equal. And you should feel that way in a relationship. And that's why you have to communicate constantly and consistently about all things. You should never not be able to communicate with your partner about something. Everything should be wide open, put on the table, and be up for discussion. So that was just a quick little video. Probably not quick, probably like 5 minutes, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about relationships. Love your partner, communicate with your partner, understand them, and put your deal breakers up front. Don't cut them off. Don't shut them out. That's not a healthy relationship. And we need to be healthy. We need to quit it with all these dysfunctional relationships. Folks not talking to each other, but y'all talking to your friends and family about your business. No, your mate should be the first person you talk to. So with that being said, guys, it's Thursday. I hope everybody's looking forward to Friday, because I know I am. And I hope everybody has a great day. And remember, your partner is supposed to be your best friend. And you know, you tell your best friend everything. So if you can't tell that best friend everything, then maybe that shouldn't be your partner. All right, guys, I'm B. Wiley. Peace.